Hey everybody, today I'm going to talk about posting to pages, and I've done a lot of researching that I've been doing for a very long time, and I have some notes, so I'm actually going to read off my notes today because this is important that I get it in the right order and all that stuff. So, how, when are so important. How to post and when to post. There is a formula to posting on Facebook that we will go through with you in depth even more over the next few weeks. But right now I want to tell you that firstly, it is very important to know how to post, when to post, how often to post, and the quality of your post is crucial. The last 2 weeks I've been encouraging you guys to make your own slideshows, your own videos, and your own product posts. And we do want you to keep making those. Your customers want to see you. We want you to make them and use them because your customers want to see you the person. They want to see your passion for our products, and our products are pretty awesome. It's something to be passionate about. You have to make it personal. They want it to be about you. We also want you to think more about the quality of your photos, slideshows, and videos. These are what our viewers judge us on. So what we do is we put our best foot forward. It's really important. Don't rush it. So I showed you how to take a selfie last week. And if you do have any tricks and tips about taking selfies, how best to do them and what have you, please write in the comments below, because it's all about sharing. It's about us helping you as much as you helping us. Also, if you've got any questions that you want to ask, please ask them, because that's what we're here for. And yeah, so I mean, we only too happy to help. So I think we need to work more on our slideshows. I think we need to make them more professional. I don't want you to rush them. Don't leave it to the last minute. You need to enjoy making them. And it doesn't take that long. I mean, don't rush taking the photos that go into the slideshows. What have I wanted to tell you, that if you do enjoy taking your photos anyway, if you enjoy taking them, it shows. If you're happy taking them, it shows. If it's a chore and you think, oh man, I have to get this done right now, that shows as well. So have fun with it. When you take a photo of yourself, make sure you have a photo of you showing the product you used, a photo of the product, and write the information about the products down onto the photos when you're making the slideshow. And that's really important. I mean, it's all very well just to put up photos of us and say, today I'm wearing Vane, but they want to know why. It's one of my favorite colors. It's a summer color, it's a winter color, I love lipstick because it moisturizes my lips. Just write little bits of information down there. And yes, take your photos with a backdrop. Take them against the wall if you have to. Take them against the backdrop. Don't take your photos in the open room, because the lighting's shocking and you've got all of this stuff happening in the background that takes away from what you want people to see, which is you wearing our products. So think about that. And it's not hard to make a backdrop. I did mention that before. You can get what I've got here, and I can move across. Can I? See, I've got that. You can just see me, but never mind. I've got that stand, and I've got my cloth. You could, if you've got somewhere where I don't know what your lighting is in your bathrooms. If you've got a big bathroom, then hang something over your shower curtain, or if your shower curtain's pretty awesome and plain, you don't want flowers and things, use your shower curtain. Be inventive, think of something. There's ways of making backdrops. This is the easiest way, and it works. It's great. So you've got your backdrops, right? Keeping your photos tidy, right? So this last week we've done product selfies. Keep making those selfies and keep showing your passion for your products. Honestly, keep showing that you're excited. You've got to smile, and smiling is important. It just so is. You've got to smile. You've got to show people that you're happy. I mean, oh wow, right now I've got I use palette 3, which I don't use very often for my eye makeup. I'll take my glasses off. And I love it. It's awesome. I'll tell you something that I'm really excited, actually, while I've got my glasses off, that I'm really excited about, and this is something I'm going to make a note of in my photos next week, is once upon a time, I wouldn't take my glasses off. No way would I take my glasses off. This is what, 12 months ago, and take a photo, because I had all these really bad looking bags under my eyes, and I was so self-conscious. But you know what? There's not many left, is there? There are a few, and I'll probably always have a few, but there's not many. And I actually don't mind taking photos without my glasses on. So that's something I'm going to tell folks, hey, you know, and you know why? Because of the uplift serum in our products that I've been using. So that's something else too. Tell them, get excited about it. Tell them why you wear it, that it works for you. Like the liquid foundation, it gives you such a flawless cover. I mean, we use the word flawless, but I mean, look at it. It's beautiful. It makes your face all nice and smooth. It makes it look wonderful. And it's light. And, you know, just tell them why when you do that. So, I still want you to, that's what I want you to do, is I want you to, when you put your makeup on in the mornings, I want you to take a photo of yourself against something, against the backdrop. I keep looking because I've got a white wall there. Against a wall, a backdrop. Take a photo of yourself, remembering to look straight at the camera and tip it slightly so that you don't have all of that happening as well, I guess. Practice makes perfect. But yeah, so take that one photo. Then take a photo of you holding one of the products that you used. It can be your palette. It can even just be your shader liner brush. You know, it can be your lipstick. It doesn't matter what it is. It just happens to be one product. And you're going to use that product photo maybe in a slideshow, or you're going to use it in just on your thing. Product photos on their own, or holding a product, is okay. Using it for your timeline, your profile pictures, awesome. In fact, I think that's what mine is in my business page right now, is me holding 3 brushes. But using you holding a product on your business page as your profile picture is great. You must make your profile picture about you too, guys. Okay, so if you keep doing your product photos and doing a different one each day, on Saturday mornings early, you can actually put that up as a slideshow, and it's something to give people something to think about, and to watch and just go, oh, okay, you know, this is what they did all week, what they used all week. Hey, this is cool. And people do like slideshows, right? You must be consistent. You must be creative. And on your timeline, you should post a good morning post. I'll go through it again later, but the best time to post on your timeline, or any of your page, your timeline, or your group, the best time to post is actually 11 o'clock in the morning. Timed posts come in there, but I don't see why you still can't post a good morning picture before you go to work. Hey, look what I'm wearing today, I'm happy, or I love this, whatever. Just do that as well. I do that, and I do get some feedback from it. I've been doing it for a long time, so being consistent, if you're consistent about it, then you'll get feedback from it, right? So keep persevering. The more you do it, the more they get used to it, and they certainly, yeah. So make them, what have I got here? On your timeline, post a good morning using the selfie you made. You can do a meme, by all means, but don't do them all the time, because, I mean, everybody's dropped off doing them pretty much at all now, which is quite funny. But do them occasionally. A good morning meme is really neat. Make one up. Don't go, or even if you go to a group, Google it and have a look and see, you know, okay, where would you find a nice meme? But make it something inspirational, you know, something. Don't make it like a canned meme by any means. Try and make it original. Making them up is really good. If you go and have a look at some of those ones on the Google, well, if you Google them, you know, do a Google search for memes or inspirational quotes, is what I do. And I'll have a look through them and see what there is. I think, oh, okay, I could use that and that, and I'll just make them up as well, which is, yeah, it's a great idea. Okay, so add humour from time to time. Be creative. Do not ever post salesy posts on your timeline. Not at all. That is the quickest way to turn your prospective clients, customers off. They don't want to be bombarded with that stuff. Your friends don't want to be bombarded with that stuff. And friends is the operative word, because you need to make friends with your customers. That is how you're going to end up making sales. So you post inspirational posts and humorous posts, and do it both on your timeline and on your page. Ask questions on your timeline and your page. This actually generates involvement. It generates discussion. Keep persevering. The more you do it, the more they get used to it, the more they'll join in. Keep it clean. No swearing. And here's a biggie, honestly, believe me in this. And remembering, this is not me telling you what to do. This is telling you what I have been researching for a long time. And some of this stuff I've been researching long before I joined Younique, because I've also been operating the Brisbane Urban Sketches page as well, plus a few other things I've got my fingers in. I even have two blogs as well, and it needs to be done properly. So no swearing. Don't use abbreviations, and please don't use chat speak, because if you write YU for your people, and you do, that's an example, but you keep using that kind of abbreviations when you make your posts, people think that you're teeny boppers, that you're teenagers, and they're not going to take you seriously. And there are a whole lot of people out there that do lie about their age to do stuff on Facebook, as you well know. Write it properly. People will take more notice of you if you write your sentences properly. And honestly, that's been proven, okay? So every time you post, stop and think about what you're going to post. Don't rush it. And I know it's hard when you work full time, or if you're busy and you've got kids, or rushing them off to school and everything, but that's where you can use your timed posts as well. I'm actually, as most of you know, I'm out of the house 6 days a week as a rule. The last few weeks, 2.5 weeks anyway, I've been sick, so yeah. But I upped my research just for you guys. But anyway, no, seriously. So you have to think about it. You can't rush it, and this is really, really important. And there's something I learned. This is going back to 2007. I'll go back right back to 2003. 2003, I joined an art website, and I wanted to learn the finer art of watercolor, and it was the first time I'd ever belonged to any kind of group online, and I was just typing what I think, and I was hitting enter. And the amount of trouble I was getting into, you've got no idea. And people would keep telling me, think before you hit enter. Don't say that. It might sound all right to me, but to the person reading it, they can't see my face. They don't know if I'm smiling. They don't know if I mean it in a good way or a bad way or whatever. And that's why we use smileys, to let people know exactly what we mean. But always read it before you hit enter, always, because you can make a serious error accidentally, and you don't want to do that. Okay, so Facebook has scheduled posts, and I've used them, and they are easy to use. They really are. You can make those posts up. You can make them up in the evening for the next day. You can, if you've got a day off work, you can sit down and spend a couple of hours. If that's too much, spend an hour, whatever, just spend some time and make yourself some posts. And I have a folder on my phone, and I've got one on my computer just for posts that I've made up for posting up. These are not product posts, not necessarily, because we really want to back away from a whole ton of product posts. And I'm not going to put products on my timeline. I mean, I know I've done it in the past, but I'm not doing it again. My timeline's about me and the fun I have and who I am and where I go and what I do, and that's what's going up there. And if I haven't always got time to flick something up, then I'm going to use those time posts are fun. When I go out greeting or anything, I can't actually just whack my phone out and start doing stuff on it while I'm greeting. So if I can take a couple of photos before I meet the people and then time them, I can do that. I can take photos of me at the ferry and something else and time them for the specific, say 11 o'clock and then 1 o'clock. and that'll work. So, yep, you can do that. You work it out. What works really good for you. You can make your good morning post the day before. You can schedule 2 or more posts for the following day. You just think about how you can do that. It really works, you know, doing it in your time off and everything. It works. Keep your posts short and to the point. Oh, what did I put here? Yes, important. If you get a chance, post a photo of doing something while you're out and make it fun and make it interesting, because folks make it entertaining, because folks want to see the real you and they want to see you having fun. And every single thing we do has to be positive. No negativity at all, because as soon as one negative word goes in, people automatically switch off. They don't realize they're doing it, but they'll switch off. So keeping them short. Always post an image when you're posting text up, because if you just write a text itself, most of the time people just flick by it, but an image is visual and it will grab them. So put an image up, something that relates to what you're doing. It might be, you might be talking about your flowers in the garden or something, then put a picture up of a flower, even if it's only one or whatever. But, or if, you know, just think about it. I could go on, but then I don't want to make this video too long either. Okay, so always put a visual up, right? And I've got here, okay. Right, hashtags and exclamation marks have little or no impact on Facebook engagement rates for brands, so don't use them. And they're untidy. They look awful, so you really don't use them. You don't have to hashtag unique for anything. And seriously, people do not go searching on Facebook for hashtag unique. It doesn't happen, okay? Quotes. Here is some of the visual visual content that you can use. Quotes, fun facts, comics, cartoons, and memes. And the object is to inspire and amuse your viewers. Put quizzes up, trivia, entertainment, and if on your personal timeline, bring you more followers if you are consistent. Post content that helps your viewers overcome problems. Post advice, but always check that advice is correct before you go posting anything up. Challenge viewers. I've written challenge to challenge. Oh, you are supposed to do viewers, but you challenge your viewers. Challenge them by, you know, those mathematical things I put up from time to time. They're fun. Put those up, something to make them think, to keep them hanging around, and they'll come back to check to see how somebody else has done it too, you know. On your page, where possible, free stuff. Okay, yeah, you can post on your business page, you can post free stuff, but it isn't an incentive to make people buy things, because we're not allowed to do that. So free stuff to get them to actually come in and look at the page. So say something exciting is going to happen on my page or your group. Maybe it's your group you want them into. But you just say, okay, you could, I mean, depending on what you were going to do on your page, because it's likes, you want people to actually join your group. So, you know, you just say to them, okay, you join the group. I don't know, you guys think about which would be the best for you. Actually talk about this and comment below, because this would be interesting how this would work. But if you offer a $20 gift, you know, it could be an eye pencil, eyeliner pencil, something like that, but something cheap. If you buy them in sets, they're even cheaper still. So offer something cheap and just say, okay, come and like my page, or I don't know, think about it. I haven't really thought that one through as yet, but offer free stuff. Think about it. Offer your ideas and things as well, because this is about all of us, okay? So the 5 least popular type of Facebook content to post. This is important. Do not post white papers. And if you don't know what a white paper is, please Google it, because it's important. Ebooks, don't post. Case studies, don't post. company news, even our company news. If our company's got news, don't post it. They're not interested in our company news. And customer reviews, believe it or not, no. It actually can put people off because they'll think that we've enticed people to do it to start with, okay? So, posting. What to post. Again, here's something else. Use yourself as a guide while you're scrolling through Facebook looking at posts, and we all do. We all go through there looking to see what there is to see. Use yourself as a guide. Keep a note of the most interesting posts, the ones that kept you, oh, I'm going to read that. And then think about that and have a notebook beside your computer or your phone or whatever. It doesn't have to be a big notebook, but just have a notebook there. And just jot down what it was that caught your interest. And posts that you flick over. If you flicked over it, you're scrolling and you flick, and you think, oh, I just flicked through a whole heap of posts. So go back and have a look and see what they are that they didn't catch your attention. Use yourself as a guide. What will catch your attention and what doesn't. That also helps. Now, here's another really interesting thing I want you to think about too. Actually, this is important, and this is sharing posts. Okay, so if you, I'm trying to think what, but anyway, look, okay. In the Daily Gloss Girls Ideas Posts group, right? Amy will put a post up there, and it's, remember the words ideas, but anyway, she puts a post up there. And it's cool, and everybody shares it, and they save it on their computer, and they start putting it up. You know, those posts go up, bang, 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 and they come on my timeline, but they come on other people's too, you know, mine because you guys are my friends, but they also go up through Facebook. And all of those posts, one after the other, no, it's not good because people just don't want to see that. They'll switch off, they'll stop following you if it's you. But it'll switch off, and what happens is that they'll see just the word unique will put them off, you know. They'll go, oh, not unique again, and they'll flick until they find something else. So don't copy each other's posts. And there's where I come, make your own makeup post, but there's where I come back to the Daily Gloss Girls Ideas post only. Ideas post. They are ideas. So you see something in there and you really like it and think, hey, that's pretty cool. Make your own the same with you in it. Or with you in it. Gosh, I'm hopeless today. But make it with you in it. Don't use that one in there. There was one picture in there that I want to share that's got, it's because every now and again something will come up that you can, and I'm going to save it and share it, but it's got nothing to do with product, and it's got nothing to do with somebody else. So I'm seriously, I want you guys, oh gosh, I've got typos in my notes, so I have to go back through them and do them again anyway. But the title's got it right. Ideas. Make those posts your own, and it will actually help you. It'll help you improve your skills on making posts, because you need to make your own posts, and that's the bottom line. And the viewers will see you as you. They don't want to see that other person that they don't even know. They don't want to see them, and if they see them and see them and see them and see them, it turns them off. If they see you, it's personal. Okay, now we've gone to post. If you post too frequently on Facebook, folks will unfollow you, and once they have, you have lost them. And if you post too little, you'll lose their interest. So what is the key? And what is the key? Everybody asks that. Well, at the moment, it's not what to post, it's when to post. So what is the key? Well, first of all, we need to know that we need consistency, we need quality, and we need post timing. And I will actually tell you the times as I get further down. But right now, again, I'm going to tell you, use your own photos where possible. And if you've seen something someone else has done and love it, replicate it yourself. Don't share posts, because shared posts actually do not get that many views. I'm going to put up later on, I'm going to put up some photos underneath this video for you guys to actually see, just how some of the times and sharing versus photos of your own, videos versus posts and written posts and things, that you'll find that interesting. Okay. Slideshows and videos actually do get get you way more views. Photos are good, but videos, people love videos. And if you want to drag people into your own timeline so that you'll get people following you and then maybe following you over to your makeup page, then you need to have things like cutesy, like animals. People love cutie animals. And I put one up the other night. I must go back and see just how many views it got. I haven't checked it for a while, but I did the one of the girl with the horse, and that got a lot of engagement straight away. Find the where are we? Slideshows and videos, but this is getting to slideshows and videos that you've made. And slideshows and videos of you personally get way more views than just photos. Find the time to make them and save them to your device for future use, and really do, honestly. I've got a folder full on my phone, I've got a folder full on my computer, so that I've always got them there. And it's fun. Videos don't have to be long, and don't make any of these long, you know. Slideshows, we don't, but our videos, the best videos are under, well, you know, you want, most people will watch maybe a 3-minute video if it's something funny and all that stuff. But any video longer than 6 minutes when you're doing makeup classes and product training, 10 minutes at the max. Otherwise, you'll lose them. Okay, so, and yes, what I do, if I see a funny video, like I did that horse one, I actually save it to my computer, and I'll put that link up again for the people who don't know how to save Facebook videos to the computer. I'll put that up. But I save it to my computer, and then I save it and share it as my video. And why do I do that? Because I want people to see me. Now, that was a really cool video of that girl lying there with that horse and the horse lying across her face, and it was really neat. I want people to share that from me, not from the original page, because I want to generate more engagement from other people. I want to get more followers, and I did from doing that. So that's what you need to do, and it's because they'll share my posts. So if I shared it from that other guy or whoever it was that put it up, if I share it from them, they're sharing their posts. And it's share, which is a good thing, and loads of people out there do it, and that's good too. But me personally, I don't want to. I want it mine to be shared, and and then I share it. People share my post. My name is getting spread around and around and around, and I do that with some of the funny videos. It's pretty cool. But then again, sharing is not always a bad thing, because if I see a good article from another networking company, I will share that networking company's article. It might not have anything to do with makeup, but I try to keep it within that same area. I will share it because I'm opening up a new market audience, and that's what you want. You know, people, well, you know, you've got your set of people on your page now. That's something else, just quickly while I think of it. You need to keep adding people to your group. You really do, because if you haven't sold anything off your actual group for a long time, you're not going to. You have to keep adding new people, and that's important as well. And this is how you're going to get new people, is by sharing network marketing. I did one for a friend who's got oils, and Renee, her name is, Nikki, sorry, I'm telling fibs. Nikki, her name is, and she lives in Tasmania, and I shared her oils thing, and she shared my unique. Then there's another lady that here in Brisbane that I'm friends with, and she has Jamboree, those Jamboree nail thingies, and we swap sharing page. We share each other's pages. If you see somebody out there, just ask them, because 9 times out of 10 they'll do it too, because they want to get the coverage as well, and as long as it's not in conflict with your own business, it's good. Okay, so sharing, building our audience, is that what's that all about? And then you want to make your page, your group, your timeline about you. You do want to make it personal, and that's what I'm saying. It has to be. It doesn't want to be, you don't want to just be putting up makeup product posts on their own, because that's really, who cares? And honestly, they don't. You can put up a mascara, if you're going to do that. show your own eyelashes. Don't just put the mascara up. Oh, yeah, okay, it's a mascara, so what? You know, it's the same with a lipstick or showing the colours. Those photos that are out there, and there's some really good ones of the photos of products and things, they're great to use in conjunction. So do your own mascara, and then use the 3D mascara, neat 3D product photo that you've got, and there are some neat ones. Use that with it. Sort of maybe do one of those side-by-side grid photos. That's what I'm trying to say. Lipstick, all of those neat colours. Get your favourite lipstick out, put it on, take a photo, and then put that one beside it and say, look, this is my favourite colour. I've got a mix on today of Vein, and I can't think what the other one is. It's a pale pink one. It's pretty cute though. So you say that, and then you say, look, here's all the other colours that we've got as well, and they're awesome. I've tried most of them. Well, I have anyway. So so you've got to, and so you've got to be, you know, it's got to be real. It's got to be no products. And products on their own is boring. People don't want to know about it. And any good advertiser won't just slap his product up there on its own. He really won't. So making your time, making it about you. You have to be personal. You have to, when you have to form a relationship with your viewers, right? So what you need to do, they need to know the real you. So, well, I'll read out what I wrote because I can't really go over say it any better than I did. You have to form a relationship with your viewers. You have to be real, not just a face throwing product photos all the time. You have to sell yourself, not your products. Your products will sell themselves. It's you that you have to sell. And this is why I want you to take product photos. Take photos of yourselves wearing the makeup and getting passionate about why you like wearing the makeup and not just the product alone. Once you become real to them, the viewers will take you seriously. Form a relationship with your viewers on your page, group and timeline. And this is really, really important. You have to have a relationship with them. You have to share your daily life with them. Make friends with them. Take time to go to their Facebook pages and find out about them. Comment on their kids, their gardens, their food, their clothing. Compliment them. Make them feel good. Find something you can both relate to. You know, it could be like gardening. Oh, I've got that plant in my garden, you know, and or something like that. Or if it's about your children, okay. Something else I do. When my Facebook friends have a birthday, I send them birthday greetings, and I've been doing that since day one on Facebook. And I think that's what really started my following, because people see me as a kind person, and I don't just happy birthday. I find a really nice, I've got a whole folder full of nice graphics. I still keep making them all the time with flowers and things. And now that I've got Gridmaker, I'm actually having a blast making birthday greetings with Gridmaker as well. And I go in there and I actually say, have an awesome birthday. Back before I forget where I am. So the birthday. So yeah, so I make it personal. I say, have an awesome birthday, rah-da-rah. And I put a smiley there. And you know what? 9 times out of 10, they'll come back and they'll post under there, and they usually tag me. And they'll say, thanks, JJ. That was very kind of you, whatever. And it's building a relationship. I also poke. Now, I know a lot of you are cringe. Pokes? Are you crazy? But poking is also another way of keeping in contact with people. And I've got friends, actually, 2000 and, golly, when did Facebook start? When Facebook first started, I joined, I balked for about 6 months maybe, and then I joined. And then I started a group called Drawing and Sketching for Fun for a friend of mine. Well, actually, there was 3 of them. And they were in America, and they were artists, and they wanted me to, because I do teach, they wanted me to teach them how to draw, be pre-drawing before doing paintings and things, and they were doing it via email, way too hard. I joined the group, and made the group, and then I said to them, okay, you guys come in here, post your stuff, and we'll do it that way. That group's a closed group, by the way, and now I've lost my train of thought. Oh, bother, I do that all the time. Okay, it's gone. All right, I'm sure it'll come back. Oh yeah, I know where I was. Sorry. So yeah, so one of those ladies, Linda, her name is, and I've been friends with her since 2003. And we don't often talk, but we poke. And we poke each other on a, not even regular basis, but we poke. And every now and again, she knows that I'm still thinking of her. And I know she still hasn't forgotten me. She's just busy, I'm busy. And every now and again we'll say, hi, how are you? Or that sort of thing in a private message. So I'm keeping the relationship alive just by one little wee poke. Right. I have to hurry up or I'm going to run out of time. So what was the other thing? Oh, the other thing I do too is when somebody's pet dies, I do commiserate, and I have the Rainbow Bridge graphic. Do a Google search for Rainbow Bridge because it's a beautiful poem for when animals die. And someone sent it to me when my first kitty cat here had passed away, and it really helped. So I send condolences. Everything I do and I say to my friends or to Facebook followers and things, I mean it. And whenever I'm typing anything, I type it with a smile because it shows. It really shows. And I mean what I say. And you know what? To do this stuff doesn't take all day. You're thinking, oh, JJ, I haven't got time for this. Well, yeah, you do. Because the pokes take me less than a minute. The birthday greetings to everybody, you've got Facebook, it brings it up. Who's got a birthday? And that takes me probably 15 minutes. So it really doesn't take long. I spend probably 30 minutes of a morning or an evening, depending. Usually it's in the evening because in the mornings I'm usually flat out getting out the door. I'll spend 30 minutes just doing personal stuff for people at the max. Righto. Now I've got, and I'm just about finished. So the formula for posting, and this is important and this is interesting. Times for maximum posting for maximum benefit on Facebook. And like I said to you, I've been researching this for a long time. And I do a new search every 3 months or so because the Facebook analytics and all this stuff, it really does, it's forever changing. It's a very fast-paced thing. But one of the things I found was for Facebook, the times, the trends don't change that much, interestingly enough. And here's what I've got, and I'll read it quickly because I've only got a couple of minutes left. Best days to post are Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's when traffic is high. Monday is very slow, and weekends are even slower. Why? Mondays, I think, is because everyone's back at work, and it seems to be that way. The weekends, everybody's out doing stuff with their family. And that's all there is to it. If they're not with family, they're out with friends, they're out doing stuff. They're not sitting at home, flicking through Facebook, seeing what's going to be posted. Okay, so the best times. Now, this is important. Write this down. 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 to 4 p.m., 5 to 6 p.m. Right, 5 to 6 p.m. has the highest engagement. Now, I don't want you to post all those times. I still only want you to post 3 times a day. But pick times between there. So 11 a.m. for your good morning post. If you can, post between 3 and 4 p.m. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Post something that's happening at work. 5 o'clock, at 5 o'clock, post a question, a quiz, something like that to get engagement happening on your timeline, and people share it. People go nuts over it and they share it to everybody. And at 6 o'clock, post something about yourself. Oh my gosh, hey, I'm back. I had to go and download the video that I did so that I could finish it. So I'm going to go over the posting times just quickly again. Posting times: 11 o'clock, 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 and 4 p.m. It's getting dark now. And 5 to 6 p.m. is the highest engagement. And this is why I said to you, if you guys put on your timeline, gee, it's a relief not having to talk fast. If you put on your timeline at 5 o'clock at night, if you can, put up something, a question, one of those, actually pretty cool, those maths games, loads of people, there's loads of maths geeks out there, maths game, something that'll engage them, a question. It's something with a graphic. I just put up earlier, I put up something that Amy put up, and it was put a heart if I've ever made you smile. I was curious because it's got no graphics, no anything, it's just a post, and it's really slow, so it sort of reiterates my point. Okay, at 7 p.m. the Facebook engagement does drop off, because at 7 p.m. people start doing things. People start putting kids to bed, sorting them out. Maybe they're getting dinner, some of them, but otherwise putting kiddies to bed, bathing and everything. And here's something that's really interesting. Believe it or not, you will get more traffic between the hours of midnight and 3 a.m. than you will between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. in the morning. I'm not sure why. I'm going to guess and say I wonder if it's it's insomniacs, because that's when they're on. B, I wonder if it's because everybody's waking up on the other side of the world, maybe around about then too. I don't know, but yeah, isn't that really interesting? And then if you put your good morning post, it's getting so dark I can't read it. If you put your good morning post up at 11 a.m. and set a timed post, it's easy to do. The second post between say 3 and 4 p.m. maybe, and then post a quiz at 5 p.m. to get lots of engagement, and 6 p.m. put a personal post up about you. So that's 11, 3, it's actually 4 posts, but that's just how, yep, that's fine, because that was something that I did study up, and it was something that actually Amy said as well about putting a quiz up. In fact, I think she was the first one that mentioned it, actually, was at 5 o'clock at night, put a quiz up on your timeline to get engagement. And I did, because I have to research everything, so you're kind of lucky that I'm doing this, because I do. If there's a better way of doing it, I'm going to find it. And if I ask tons and tons of questions, I'm just such a researcher, and I love doing it. That is a passion of mine, is researching all the information and everything. In fact, I spend a lot of hours doing it. Well, I probably should be doing something else, but yeah, it's a passion of mine as well. So I really enjoy finding out the ins and outs and how things are done. But it's also good because I have loads of information. If somebody asks a question, I can answer it, and that's pretty cool too. And I'm also a problem solver, and that's something that I've always been all through my working career. And I started working when I was 15 and a half. Ooh, fancy having to admit that. But yeah, and I've always been a problem solver. So if you guys have got questions and you want to know how to do stuff, ask me. If I can help you figure out a way, I will. So that's it. And thank you for watching. I know it's been long, but it's been important. Come back and have a look again, because the information in here is really, really important. And I hope you guys did enjoy today's training. Bye now. Have a lovely evening.